Are shadow people real? Are they entities observing us from a parallel dimension, or are they products of the mind? Our subscriber Hayley has asked, so let's look into shadow people. Yes. So, are shadow people real? Are shadow people a product of our own mind? They're a product of fear. Okay, so are they created by the human's own fear emotion? A bit like a tulpa. Recording on fabric. Fabric of reality.
Recording on fabric of reality.
Okay.
So yeah, a bit like a tulpa, I suppose, in a way.
So shadow people aren't entities observing us from a parallel dimension. At night, new one visit, not you. So shadow people are not a projection from us then. Is that what you're trying to say? It's a separate thing from us. Is that correct?
Okay, what I'm kind of getting is, you know, in the day with emotion, we figured out that we can create demons, tulpas that are not so good for emotion, sadness, grief, anger, suppressed and stuff. Is it trying to say that shadow people are what we create in our dreams? Because it said at night.
Oh, at night. Is that right? Oh, so when we're having maybe like nightmares and things like that.
Yeah, or bad dreams.
And we physically create a shadow person, which is a recording on the fabric of reality.
And then, okay, so
they're not from a parallel dimension then?
Astral plane.
They're from the astral plane. Oh, so this might link into like when people have sleep paralysis and things like that.
Okay, so yeah, because it's just confusing, isn't it? So like, recognise day-to-day emotional trauma responses of the negative kind can create the tulpa that are a little bit like, people often say demons when we worked out that demons are man-made, but the shadow people are actually from
the astral plane.
But they're created at night when we sleep.
Yeah, so it made me think of, and I cannot think her name. She's quite big on social media. I think more Facebook. But I watched one of her videos, and she talked about how children are very, very good at this. When they dream, they create physical entities within the astral plane. And is that? Yeah, so it's not just children that do that, it's grown-ups as well, but children are probably a lot better at it than grown-ups are. So when we're off dreaming, regardless of what it is, whether it's negative or positive, we are literally creating the manifestation of that within the astral realm. So we could be creating fluffy bunnies with razor-sharp teeth if that's what you're dreaming of.
Okay, so it's not always negative.
No,
shadow people, they can be positive creations from dreams.
Yeah, I mean, we do always look at things that are like shadow or dark as negative, and that's not the case. It's just what it is.
But they're still human creation regardless, but from the dreams.
And they're created on the
I'm just
astral.
interested to know then, because I see a lot of spiritual stuff, but I do not see shadow people. But my son does.
I don't see shadow people.
When people see shadow people, are they seeing their own creation, or do they create these shadow people that then anybody can see?
Yeah, that's 2 questions.
Yeah, but how can I put that into one question?
Ask one at a time. Are the shadow people... So say for instance, if I saw a shadow person, would that be my own one that I've created? Everybody. So when you see a shadow person, it's not necessarily just your creation. They're all created. They're all in the astral plane, and you're going to see anyone. It doesn't really matter. It's not your one. It's just anyone's.
Just whether you have the ability to see them, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or...
So that makes me think then, does this link into sleep paralysis, where people suffer sleep paralysis, and when they're coming back into their bodies, they have that horrible feeling? Some people see things, some people feel things. Is that them seeing visually the astral plane, these creations of people's dream states?
Why are there more common shadow people like
the Hat Man?
The Hat Man.
I don't think that's a shadow person though, or is it? Is the Hat Man a shadow person? He is. But then I guess it's a bit like a tulpa. So once something is created and word gets about, it becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, and therefore will be seen by more people. AKA Zozo. That's a tulpa. That's not an actual demon.
Okay, but are they to be feared? No. They're just there.
Yeah. And if you're scared by them, can you tell them to fuck off? Or go away? And do they have to listen? They don't have to listen. But 9 times out of 10, do they? You choose to ignore them, it's going to say. You choose to ignore or feed.
So it's down to you as the person.
But that's the same thing with basically with the tulpa. The more you pay attention to it, the more you feed it energy, the stronger they become. If you take your energy away from it, take your attention away from it, they have no hold.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I agree, but...
Yeah.
Is that right?
Is there anything else we can know?
Oh, I thought it was a shadow person.
It's a shadow person. Is there anything else we need to know about shadow people?
You view worlds, new simulation you made. So you create with imagination, you view worlds, new simulation you made. Are you saying that we are creating simulations with our imagination for other beings to play in?
We are master manifestors, master creators. We are mind. All is mind.
So in the same regards, somebody's imagining us and we are of their imagination. And it's like completely nested all the way.
This relates to shadow people because the astral plane is a plane of creation as well, I guess.